Coming up, paying tribute, the history of Memorial Day explained. Then, making a splash, tips for swimming safely when you head to the pool, beach, or lake. Also, adding it up.
You're going to use your base 10 blocks to multiply.
So it would be 8 times 12. I would broke up the 12 and the 2.
From colorful tiles to foam blocks, some students in Alabama are learning math in a whole new way, and it's working.
There are mostly like a lot of things that I'm very excited to learn.
We're trying to build innovators, not calculators.
Plus, Capybara Cafe will visit one place in Florida, giving kids a chance to play with and learn about these curious social creatures. And Kidz Bop. We're behind the scenes of the latest Kidz Bop music video with everything you want to know about these pop sensations.
So we're shooting Pink Pony Club at the moment, and it's like a spaceship theme.
I love it so much. It's so fun to dance and sing with my friends.
This is NBC Nightly News, Kids Edition.
Welcome back to Nightly News Kids Edition. It's great to be with you guys. I hope you're having a terrific week. We have a great lineup ahead, from an epic adventure to capybaras to this prickly little one. Plus, we're at Fenway Park for our Picture of the Week. Also, our Kids Edition correspondent Andres previews the Nintendo Switch 2 and its magic. This magician will dazzle you with his act a bit later on. But first, Memorial Day is on Monday, and many of you may be heading away for the weekend or planning on going to a parade. But have you ever wondered about the meaning behind this national holiday? Our friend Courtney Cuby explains.
I want to know, what is Memorial Day? Why do we celebrate it?
Memorial Day is a holiday that honors the men and women who have died serving in the U.S. military. Americans have been remembering fallen service members every spring for more than 150 years. On May 5, 1868, a Union Army soldier named General John Logan called for a national day of remembrance for the soldiers who died fighting in the Civil War. He proclaimed that every May 30th, men and women should lay flowers on the graves of fallen troops. That year, General James Garfield, who later became President Garfield, spoke at Arlington National Cemetery, and volunteers decorated the graves of more than 20,000 Civil War soldiers buried there.
My name is Harlow, and my question is, why do they call it Memorial Day?
Actually, it was originally called Decoration Day because Americans would decorate the graves of soldiers killed during the Civil War. Over time, though, as Americans fought and died in other wars, the day began to commemorate those killed in all conflicts and became known as Memorial Day. For years, it was celebrated every May 30th. Then, in 1968, Congress passed a law establishing it as the last Monday in May. Today, many Americans mark the day by attending parades, visiting cemeteries, and watching fireworks. And the tradition that first began in 1868 at Arlington National Cemetery still continues every year, with flags placed at all 400,000 graves and a ceremony with the President of the United States and senior military leaders from all the services.
I think it's important to remember that Memorial Day, unlike so many other holidays, isn't really a happy day. It's not a cause for celebration. It's a chance for the country to take a breath and remember all the men and women who have died serving in the military. So I think the most appropriate thing to do when you come across somebody that you know has served or is serving now is just simply thank them for that service and to recognize that they volunteered to defend this country and that it matters to you, that it's special to you.
To everyone, have a safe Memorial Day weekend. And to the service members and veterans out there, thank you for your service.
Courtney, thanks. May is National Water Safety Month, and with the weather warming up and summer on its way, many of you will likely be heading to the pool, beach, or lake. Here are some important tips for how you can swim safely is our good friend Dylan Dreyer.
When it gets hot, there's nothing more refreshing than a cool dip.
I love swimming because it's really fun, and I get to play in the water.
So, how do you make sure to stay safe while splashing? Here are our top tips. Make sure you always have a grown-up watching you while you're swimming, even when there's a lifeguard around. Go swimming with a friend, have a buddy in the water, and look out for each other. Follow signs on water safety. Don't go swimming if you see a closed sign. Use a Coast Guard approved life vest if you're not a strong swimmer. Most importantly, learn how to swim.
When you learn how to swim, you also learn what to do when you get tired. You learn how to know what your comfort is with the water, and you learn how to float.
Really, I just like to swim. I learned how to swim so I can get refreshed and cool. I learned about how to make bubbles underwater and bubbles with your nose and with your mouth.
When it comes to swimming in rivers, lakes, and oceans, remember to watch out for tides and currents. Sometimes it's hard to see where the water can pull you around. And don't swim too far out. Stay close to shore so people can see where you are.
Make sure there's a lifeguard on duty, and you want to swim as close as possible to a lifeguard. Keep an eye on you. You want to swim parallel to shore and get out of that little area where the rip currents are. If they're not that good a swimmer, I suggest staying no deeper than your waist.
But what if you found you floated out farther than you wanted?
Don't jump off your boogie board and panic and try to swim in. Just stay on that boogie board or any flotation device that you have, and you're much better off than trying to swim in on your own.
It's also good to stay healthy while swimming. Don't drink the water you're swimming in. At the pool, shower before you get in the water. Dry off properly after a swim, including your ears. Tips to make sure your summer goes swimmingly with a waterful time.
Dylan, thanks. Turning now to education. When it comes to math, we know it can be confusing at times, but what if you could actually touch and feel the numbers instead of just working through a textbook? For some students in Alabama, that's exactly how they're learning things like addition, subtraction, and multiplication. This story is sponsored by Walton Family Foundation.
4x is equal to 12.
10, 20, 30, 40.
Math can feel like a puzzle, tricky, confusing, and sometimes frustrating.
At the beginning of the school year, I didn't know much about math. When I first got in 3rd grade, it was hard for me to do times and area and perimeter.
But for students in one rural northern Alabama school district, learning math means actually getting to play with math.
You're going to use your base 10 blocks to multiply.
From plastic tiles to foam blocks and even colorful cutouts, students at Henniger Elementary have a lot of tools, toys, and strategies that help them visualize math in a whole new way.
There's some hundreds. We need 4 groups. Here's the last one.
It's part of a new program created with the help of DeKalb County math educator Julie West.
The dream was for students to see math in the real world and how it applies to our everyday life.
B, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Gone are the worksheets and books. Instead, kids get to learn in a more hands-on way with the help of tools called manipulatives.
Manipulatives are tools that we use in the classroom for students to take whatever problem they're solving and kind of act it out, bring it to life.
Some of the 3rd grade manipulatives that we use are fraction tiles, base 10 blocks, counters, rulers, clocks. It could be beads, it could be pinto beans.
It's all about helping kids get better at math fluency. That means being able to solve problems quickly and correctly, and being flexible, like using different methods to get the right answer.
I broke up the 6 into 5 and 1.
And for students like Ansley, math fluency is becoming as easy as 1, 2, 3.
So it would be 8 times 12. I would broke up the 12 and the 2, and then I would do 8 times 10 would equal 80, and then 8 times 2 equals 16, and then you can add those together. It would be 96.
Okay, so let's do our number talk.
3rd grade teacher Tracy Butt says her students are able to build up that confidence thanks to the help of something called number talks, where kids share different problem-solving ideas.
I would do like double 6.
Okay, so that would be 6 times 2. They get really excited when they can show out on a new strategy.
It feels good that like you can think of more than one way, because like you would probably feel like great that you can find it.
Sometimes my classmates do it different than me, but sometimes like they do it same like I do.
They're always able to work together and come up with a solution.
And it's working. The school is seeing big gains, even boosting the state's 4th grade math testing scores. Back in 2019, Alabama was almost in last place of all the states. But by 2024, it jumped all the way to 32nd place.
I'm really proud of them for giving it a try.
All of those toys, tools, and talks are helping students dream bigger to pursue careers in science and math.
When I grow up, I want to be a veterinarian.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor.
The style of teaching now prepares kids to be problem solvers. They're able to be critical thinkers and have various ways of seeing something.
We're trying to build innovators, not calculators.
And students like Ansley and Melanie want other kids to know that when it comes to learning math, practice really can make perfect.
There are mostly like a lot of things that I'm very excited to learn.
When you practice and practice, you can keep on getting better and better, and then it would make math easier and easier as you go along.
8, 16, 24, 32, 44, yay!
Good job. Yay! Very good.
All right, time for our pop quiz now. The subject this week is geography. The question, which country is known as the land down under? Is it A, South Africa, B, Australia, or C, Argentina? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Okay, time's up. The answer is B, Australia. Australia is often called the land down under because of its location in the southern hemisphere. If you look at a world map, Australia is located below most other countries, making it literally down under for many other parts of the world. Australia is the only country in the world that covers an entire continent. It is one of the largest countries on Earth, and in case you're wondering, the kangaroo can be found down under in Australia. All right, now for our picture of the week, and it's a story that's personal for one of our dear colleagues here at NBC. Our good friend Dylan Dreyer, who you know well, and her 8-year-old son Calvin threw out the first pitch at the Boston Red Sox game just days ago. Dylan and her family were there for the first ever Celiac Awareness Night at Fenway Park. Dylan's son Calvin was diagnosed with celiac disease a couple years ago. And people who have celiac disease have trouble digesting something called gluten. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, rye, barley, and some oats. Lots of foods contain gluten like bread, pasta, and cereals, as well as things you might not expect like soups and salad dressings. Fenway Park offers gluten-free food for everyone to enjoy. And by the way, Dylan and Cal, good arms. All right, okay, in zoo news now. Utah's Hoggle Zoo just welcomed a cute and prickly new addition. This baby North American porcupine, also called a porcupette, was born late last month. The zoo says the porcupette is already growing like a weed and is beginning to eat solid foods, but still nursing with mom. It could take up to 6 months for the team to determine if the baby is a boy or a girl. And here's a fun fact. North American porcupines are born with soft quills, but we're told that they harden within hours of birth so they can defend themselves by raising their quills and swinging their tails. The zoo says the baby will stick close to mom for the next 8 months before heading to another facility to serve as an ambassador for the species. Meantime, they are one of the internet's favorite animals. We're talking about capybaras, and now one unique cafe in Florida is offering kids and grown-ups a chance to play with and learn more about these curious creatures. We get details from our friend George Solis.
At this St. Augustine, Florida cafe, it's not food or beverage that steal the show. Instead, it's these cuties. Welcome to the Capybara Cafe. Offering an experience like no other with the friendly, largest living rodents that everyone can't seem to get enough of.
there's nowhere else that you can get this up close and personal. You can go pet a capybara, but typically they're not on your lap. They're not sitting and taking up your couch. They're not eating from your hand. It's been an amazing ride.
Stephanie Angel opened the cafe late last year as a way to help support her nonprofit, Noah's Ark Sanctuary, dedicated to rescuing and rehabilitating animals in need.
Has this exceeded your wildest expectations?
Absolutely. I was expecting a couple people to like capybaras and come visit, but the outpouring of support has been overwhelming.
Relatives of the guinea pig, capybaras are curious and highly social. They're also great swimmers and can even sleep in the water. During this visit to the cafe, we met Mocha, Latte, and Macchiato. The trio part of a revolving cast of capybara ambassadors that, get this, choose which days they work and spend their downtime here at this 1,200 square foot oasis.
Their backyard's pretty much nicer than mine.
The cool as cucumber cappies, not just helping Angel fund her dream, but making others come true.
Tell me about the mission here beyond just these awesome encounters.
The cool thing is rescue and rehab gets no money from state and federal funds, so everything is donation. We not only want to provide the animals care, but we also help other rescues and rehabs.
Stephanie Angel opened her doors to other rescue and rehab organizations. The idea is to not only create more opportunities for unique animal experiences, but to also educate the public about these creatures and the realities they face.
You're holding it, you're loving it. Are you gonna go home and research it, hopefully?
Absolutely. This is the difference right here, being able to do exactly
Yes, absolutely.
this.
Are you gonna forget that you held a critically endangered animal, like, for the rest of your life?
Everything here done by the book, with animals and guest safety being top priority. From chilling with capybara, warming up to wallaby, or assuring an armadillo.
How was it?
It was the best day of my life.
And after an afternoon of cuddles, it's not hard to see why.
She just wants to climb up on your lap and hang out. That's why they say, don't worry, be cappy.
I can take a page out of that playbook.
Right? What a life.
George, thanks. They sure are cute, aren't they? In this week's Kids Spotlight, you probably know their music and have danced along with some of their tunes. We're talking about Kidz Bop. Nightly News Kids Edition got an exclusive look behind the scenes of the making of one of their new music videos as Kidz Bop gets set to embark on a new tour. Let's get details from our friend Ellison Barber.
Play Kidz Bop.
For nearly 25 years, these kids have been singing and dancing their way into homes around the world.
Kidz Bop is the #1 music brand sung by kids for kids. We make music that kids love and parents love.
Kidz Bop performs family-friendly, remixed covers of hit songs.
I love it so much. It's so fun to dance and sing with my friends.
With 70-plus albums, 14 billion streams, and legions of fans, the popular group is set to go on tour again this summer.
We all get to travel to different places. Like a few years ago, I went to London, and that was a really good experience. That's one of my favorite cities. We get to actually interview other people and go to different movie premieres, and we get to shoot cool music videos like this one.
Kidz Bop gave us an exclusive look behind the scenes of the making of their new music video covering Chappell Roan's song, Pink Pony Club.
Listen to Pink Pony Club
on Kidz Bop 51.
Out now! So we're shooting Pink Pony Club at the moment, and it's like a spaceship theme, and there's gonna be some aliens and some cool glitter, and it's really cool.
So we're on set for Pink Pony Club, and I'm an alien. So I have this, I have the orange hair. It's really cool. I just got it done and I love it.
There's a lot of hard work behind the scenes, like rehearsing for a few hours a day and getting all the different spots up, and there's a lot of hard work put into the dancing too, just trying to get all the intricate movements in, and also singing the songs.
This is the best song that I've ever heard. Got me dancing all night, singing every word. Let's go!
The kids in Kidz Bop range from ages 11 through 16, and they're chosen through a standard audition process.
It was so exciting. When I found out, my mom put it in a box and she laminated it and said, "You are a Kidz Bop kid," and I opened it and it was really exciting.
So I was originally a background dancer on the music video as it was, and then they asked me to audition, and here I am.
So Angel, you're looking, was this up here?
And guess what? The kids have a team of coaches who are with them through the entire process, from recording to making the music videos to going on tour. And when it comes to regular school, they have a teacher that comes on the road with them too.
We get vocal coaches, and we basically practice the songs, and then we record them, and we sing them. But it's a lot of hard work, but it's really fun. I think if you put your mind to it, you could definitely do it.
Yeah, it's just like a big party. It's super fun.
3, 2, 1, cue playback.
What's also really cool, seeing how a music video is put together, from the set designers to the makeup artists, the camera crews, costumes, and so much more.
Hold it, kids, hold it. Great stuff, guys.
And for those of you hoping one day to sing and dance like them, Kidz Bop members shared some advice.
What some people might not know about me is I have an invisible disability called hypotonia, and doctors told me that I wasn't going to be able to walk without braces or dance, and I kept pushing through, and I'm on Kidz Bop now. I dance and I sing, so I just want them to know that if you work hard and put your mind to it and do what you love, that you can do whatever you want. And if you like singing and dancing, just keep doing it and having fun and being confident.
Just have a growth mindset. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. I definitely believe in manifesting. Like, if you say, I can be a Kidz Bop kid, I can do it, I'm a great dancer, I'm a great performer, I'm a great singer, I definitely think you could do it.
I think it's simple to say, but honestly never give up, because there's times where it may feel like you need to give up, but don't. Always chase your dreams, and it's gonna come one day.
Singing and dancing their hearts out and inspiring kids just like you to chase their dreams.
All right, Ellison, thanks very much for that. Another entertainment news, the first major American theme park in 25 years just opened in Orlando, Florida. Epic Universe features attractions across 5 immersive worlds, including roller coasters and fun experiences based on Harry Potter, How to Train Your Dragon, and Super Mario. We should note Epic Universe is owned by our parent company, NBC Universal. And speaking of Super Mario, the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be released in just a few weeks. Our Kids Edition correspondent Andres had a chance to preview some of the games. Let's check it out.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm here at the Nintendo Switch 2 premiere, where I'm going to be one of the first kids to try out this new console. Let's check it out. My favorite Nintendo Switch game is Mario Kart, so I was super excited to try out Mario Kart World. This game is really cool. What are some games for kids that are being released for the Switch 2?
So there's a lot of games, and I would say not just for kids, but for anyone that loves to play games. But you mentioned Mario Kart World. There is also a really fun game called Donkey Kong Bonanza. And we also have some titles that people know and love on Nintendo Switch, like Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Super Mario Party Jamboree.
So what should families know about the Switch 2?
The Nintendo Switch 2 brings together powerful gameplay and combines it with social experiences like game chat, where you can bring 12 of your Nintendo friends into a chat session and 4 of your Nintendo friends into a video session if you have a compatible camera.
Yeah.
And so now on Nintendo Switch 2, you can talk while playing.
Time for our thumbs to do the talking.
Are there any new features or safety tools, especially with kids in mind?
Yeah, we want to make sure we empower parents to understand what their child is doing on the system. So for Nintendo Switch, we had what was called the Parental Controls app. That app will work for Nintendo Switch 2 as well. And it's going to provide parents with those tools that really empower them and help support their children's gameplay.
Yeah, I did it. All super exciting news for Nintendo fans like me.
Nintendo's really about bringing smiles to the faces of people who play games, and that's the experience we want to provide for Nintendo Switch 2.
To wrap it up, I had a blast here at the Nintendo Switch 2 premiere. The Nintendo Switch 2 comes out June 5th, 2025. For Nightly News Kids Edition, I'm Andres. Back to you, Lester.
Andre is so good. Thanks very much, my friend. Well, that's going to do it for us. I hope you learned a few things and had some fun. Just a program note, you can catch Nightly News Kids Edition this Saturday on NBC. Check your local listing for the time in your area. And as we say so long, we want to leave you with a segment we recently taped in front of an all-kids studio audience with Mario the Maker Magician. It's a fun one. Enjoy, and remember to take care of yourself and each other. So long.
Look at this! I can't believe it! It's filled with kids! Who's the most excited? Let me hear it! Wow! Wow! Okay. Guess what? I was paying attention. Everyone's sitting in their seats. They have their hands on their laps, their eyes up here. I'm gonna pick somebody. I need someone to come up. Someone who is brave and courageous, and someone who knows what they want to be when they grow up. Brave and courageous, knows what they want to be when they grow up. You want to help me? Come on up right now. Give her a round of applause! Come on! What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah. It takes bravery and courage to stand in front of people. Clap your hands for Hannah. Hannah, how old are you?
7.
7 years old. One day, you're gonna grow up, Hannah. And when you grow up, you could be anything. What do you want to be? You could be a doctor, a lawyer. What do you want to be?
A magician.
A magician? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Give her a round of applause. Give me a high five, Hannah. High five. Ah! My goodness. So sorry. Hannah, give me a big high five. Hannah! My goodness. Sorry. Big high five, Hannah. Hannah! My goodness. I'm going to make Hannah a magician. Everyone say hooray! Anything in my hat? Nothing in my hat. Hannah, put your hand in the hat. Make sure there's nothing in there. If there's something in there, take it out. But I promise there's absolutely nothing in there. Hannah! 1 second here. Make sure there's nothing in there, Hannah. If there's something in there, take it out. We're going to see what... Hannah! This is crazy! Make sure there's nothing in... Hannah! You're already a magician. Hold your hand out like this. Take the clown nose, squeeze on it tight. Put your other hand on top. Everyone wiggle your fingers for Hannah. Grab some magic from the air. Hold it up high. Smell your armpit. Don't do that. Hannah, throw the magic. Throw the magic at Hannah. Say, Hannah, we love you. You're going to change the world and be the best magician with your own TV show on NBC. Everyone say poof. Say disappear. Did you feel that, Hannah? Open your hand up. It disappears. Open your hand up. Take a look. Give her a bit. Hannah! There's 2. Take them both, Hannah. Squeeze on it tight. Put your hand on top. Wiggle your fingers. Grab some magic. Say, Hannah! We love you! Don't forget! We believe in you! Everyone say disappear. Now it disappears. Give Hannah a big round of applause. That was amazing. Hannah! Oh my goodness, Hannah. If I take 1, everyone say 1. If I take 2, everyone say 2. But if this goes in my pocket, how many are in my hand? Take them both, Hannah. Squeeze on it tight. Everybody, drum roll on your knees right now for Hannah. Grab some magic with 2 hands. Say, Hannah! We love you! Magic! Drum roll on your knees. Count to 3 really loud. 1, 2, 3. Hannah, open your hands fast. See if anything happened. I don't think. Hannah! How did you do that? Hannah, you were brave. You were courageous. You showed everyone what courage is. Count to 3 for Hannah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for teaching us about magic. Give her a round of applause. Come here. Wiggle your fingers over the hat. Say abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
For your bravery and courage, I always give a ribbon, and this ribbon says magician on it. When you grow up, you're going to be the most amazing magician. Clap your hands for Hannah! Oh my goodness, actually, you know what? I have clown noses for you, for you, for you. The whole audience I have clown noses for. Thank you very much, and thank you very much. Hannah, you are absolutely fantastic.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.